book is communication. Communication is the foundation of that. There's no way you will work with the 5F's and your communication will not be better. That's everything about the book. So tips and ways to go about it. The first F is the faith. The second F is family. The third F is finance. The fourth is friends. And then the last is fun and fitness. And today we are starting off with fun in the fun and fitness part, as we talk about how tips on how to enjoy great sex, tips on intimacy, especially with this month, okay? This time of, sharing and just loving on ourselves. So thank you so much for joining. And right now, I would love to have someone I respect, someone that I would, I look up to, who has lived and, walked this path. And she's going to help us with the opening prayer. She would just bless this time. Please note, the book is already out. What we're doing right now is, celebrating the book, reading some things, part of the book, this virtual launch. There will still be a physical formal launch, but we'll have fun with various events around the book. So we're starting with the last, which is the fun and fitness. Next week, we'll be looking at finance, and we'll bring in experts and people that will answer questions. So I am really excited, and I believe that you will get value from today. So I would love, can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, say yes.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Okay, so I would love to have Pastor Mrs. Stella Downsy, please, can you do me the honor of praying and opening this time, please? Are you there?
Yeah, shall we pray?
Okay.
Father, in Jesus' name, eternal rock of ages, we thank you for today. We thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for your love. We say, be thou exalted in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Father, we're gathered, O Lord, to celebrate this achievement by our darling sis. Father, we ask, O King of Glory, that this will mark the beginning of greater things, greater achievements, open doors. Father, King of Glory, Lord, we ask, O Lord, that all that we will deliberate on to move our marriages forward, Father, will achieve in the name of Jesus. And at the end of this meeting, we'll have every cause to glorify your holy name. Thank you, Lord, for answering our prayers, for we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. And so I would love to give us an overview of what we're doing today. So we are going to be listening to our speakers that are passionate and they are experts in their right in this space, how to enjoy sex in marriage. We're going to be looking at a holistic view, because some people, when they hear sex, the first thing they're thinking of is, what are the styles, and tell me where that's just one part. Like I would share, it's like a tripod stand. There has to be the fire, the passion. There has to be the love, intentional action word, that it's not like I feel, no, it is enduring. When the sparks are not there again, that aspect, that's the second. And then you have the friendship bit. Friendship, passion, and love. If you have these three, you will have a lot of wonderful things going on for you, and you having a great, great sex, for the fact that You can always spice up each handle. You could decide, okay, friendship, okay, what do we need to do here? You could go to the passion, okay, this is what our theme is. And then you could go to, you know, the things that you should be doing intentionally to make the marriage work. So that is like an introduction. And then we have these amazing people who will be reading their citations soon. And we'll be hearing from them. And then we will also have a brief opportunity for questions and answers. You may not speak if you don't want to, but you can always use the chat room, okay? You can just chat, send in your questions and we'll read them. And then I'll also add that one of the guest speakers has another appointment and she will be going first. Of course, that's ladies first. And she will be going first with the questions that we have concerning this amazing topic. So if you don't mind, I would love you to put on the chat what area, what do you like the most about this topic? So what I mean by that is, do you like foreplay? Do you like cuddling? Do you like the friendship part? What part excites you the most? Could you just drop your comments on the chat? If you can hear me, put 1. And if you want to contribute, and if you don't like anything about sex, you're very free. Because for some people, it is just every day, you know, it's a responsibility. Permit me to use my earpiece. Because it's like one of my sons. I can hear his voice. I thought they are asleep. So please get the little ones away. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks for participating. Friendship, foreplay, yes. You know, for us, the ladies, we love to do this CC thing. You know, thank you so much. We love to be wooed and, you know, for it to be fun. Yeah. Thank you. Correct. Okay, so Toby, please, could you put up on the screen? Okay. Please, could you put on the screen the citation for our first guest? A guest, please, yes, so that I can read it. So while that is coming up, like I said, it's been a long time. Yes, thank you so much for this. Writing this book is like, some days you doubt yourself, some days you're wondering, will it ever be over? So I'm really glad that we've gotten to this point. Okay, so I'm going to read about our first guest, an amazing lady, sweet, easygoing, humble, so much achievement, and yet so down to earth, Lord. I am really in awe and grateful to have her in my circle. Adesua Ewo Ibokon, wife, forgive me, Ma. Forgive me for muddling your surname, forgive me. Mrs. Adesua, wife, mother, side chick, lover, fondly called Sisi Ade, the sex police. Sisi Ade holds an MBA from the University of Benin, postgraduate diploma in theology, an alumnus of the Olushola Lanre Coaching Academy, a member of the Life Coaches Association of Nigeria, certified neuro-linguistic emotional intelligence practitioner, a UK certified sex coach, therapist, relationship coach, family speaker, a sex coach who loves rumpled bedsheet and blissful moans because sex is beautiful, a renowned newspaper sex columnist with Sunday Vanguard, founder of Sexmatics, social media platforms that believes that all families deserve more from their sex lives. And these are her Instagram handle, Sisi Ade, Facebook Adesua, Ewo Igbo Kon. I hope I got it well. Forgive me. Thank you, Ma. And Twitter, Coach CC. Please join me, welcome this amazing lady that has been affecting, influencing, impacting lives for 5 years and more. Thank you so much, Madam Adesua. Thank you for joining us. Please, can we clap? Can someone just can someone show that they are ready to hear? Thank you. Okay, so we're happy to have you, Ma. And you know what I love the most as I interact and share about sex, especially when it comes to Christian couples. Sorry, please, where is our guest? Oh, okay. Okay, we can see you now. Yes, so, you know, when it comes to sex, especially in the conservative Christian circles, it's almost hush-hush. Nobody wants to talk, but they have children. When you talk about it, you look like you are the carnal one, okay? You're not serious. You're not ready to go to heaven. And yet there are people that are not happy in their marriage. They are wondering, is this all? I'm passionate about helping, especially Christian couples, find joy in the gift that God has put in sex. And I would like you to share with us, just briefly, share with us what brought you into this space. Why are you passionate about, talking about sex? When somebody sees the name Sisi Ade, the sex police, I'm like, oh, who is this lady, But then I know that underneath that, because all the times we've talked, you've been talking about God, you've been talking about the love of God and all that. So share a bit about, what brought you into this space? Thank you, Ma.
Wow, I wasn't expecting this. Anyway, congratulations, Dr.
Thank you so much.
Book. I'm so glad to be here. So let me help out with my surname. Adesua Ewobokan.
Adesua Ewobokan. Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
This lady still behind you. Okay. Grew up as a church girl and all that. Then how would I put it? I matured before my time. Not mature as in my physical build. As in I'm on the positive side, you understand?
Yes.
It drew a lot of attention to me. That was how I ended up being very shy. But when I entered uni, I realized that I was a kind of asset. People like the opposite sex always want to hang out with me. But then, right from time, I've always been a Christian. So getting out of that space, finishing school and getting married,
I saw a lot of young ladies coming.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I wanted to help others that were in that space that I used to be. So I wanted to help young ladies actually. But I didn't know what I needed to do to help these young ladies to be aware or to have self-confidence, because back then I didn't have that self-confidence and everything. I was so conscious of my body. So I had this conversation with a sibling, and she was like, "Sis, why don't you go to Bible school?" So it took me several years to take that step. Finally, I landed in Bible school. After 18 months, I still did not get that which I was looking for. So I'm a regular TVC Your View fan. So I followed them. So I saw this life coach on air. I was like, this guy is in my church now. So that was what took me to the coaching school. So even when I was in coaching school, I thought I was going to be a Christian coach, or yes, a family coach. But to cut a long story short, at the end of it all, I was told that, you are a sex coach. And immediately they said that word, I could relate. I just felt relieved, as if I've discovered that which I've been searching for. The truth be told, I'm from a Christian background, as in I'm even a pastor, do you understand? But we don't get to say most of these things in the church. We hide under different Bible verses or whatever. We do that which works for us. It's very easy for us to give counseling during when couples are getting ready to marry, marriage counseling and all that. But they are never told what the other room look like. And by the time they get to the other room, it becomes a problem. Mm-hmm. So that is the narrative we, as a believer, we are trying to change. Because the truth be told, the greatest gift that God gave to humanity, to man and woman, is sex.
Woo!
Do you understand? Because God knew that a time will come, like in Lagos, that we're always in a hurry, traffic. God knew that a time will come that we'll need to relax. And sex is actually a stress killer. So after all this running around and all that, you just come back home, you calm down and bond with your significant other. Do you understand? So there's nothing sinful about sex. I talk about sex within marriage. Then I also try to tell the single the do's and the don'ts. And the truth be told, we have singles in the church that are into sex. So who are we deceiving? Why don't we start that narrative and correct some of these myths that people have about you being a Christian and not talking about sex? Actually, believers should be the ringleaders when it comes to such things. So I don't have a problem, because I think that's a mandate I'll be waiting. That's it. Okay.
Thank you so much. So now, with that said, we're happy to have a bit of that background. Would like to know, in your opinion, what would you say are the key ingredients, for great sex? Like if you go to the market and you want to make jollof fried rice, the things you buy will be different from if you want to make okra soup, right? Yeah. And so what are the things that needs to be there and you feel, yeah, I have the ingredients? Because of course, it's one thing to have the ingredients, it's another to know how to combine it.
True.
Right? So what are the ingredients?
I will take it from here. I will start like this. Sex is an expression of love. When I'm talking sex now, I'm talking it within the boundaries of marriage. Or let's not try to sound too religious in relationship. Some people are here that are not believers and they are doing this thing. So I include everybody. Do you understand?
Yes, so pardon me, ma. For this one, yes, we are actually addressing married couples.
Yes, okay, married, okay, beautiful.
So every other person that is in is
on their own. Okay.
They're on their own.
They are learning and relearning and not learning.
They are not supposed to be here.
It's within the boundaries of marriage. So sex is an expression of love. And the sooner we understand this, the better for the other room. Sex is not just great. It's not just fun. Sex is also great. When you consider what you stand to gain based on the benefit of sex, as a sex coach, I always encourage people to indulge in it. What is this that sex does for us? I want to start. I'm going somewhere. When you, anytime you achieve orgasm, there's an hormone that is always like released, oxytocin. What does that hormone help us to do? It helps with our stress, our depression. It helps to build our self-esteem. You get to ruffle the bed sheet with your spouse. And in the process, you are building a bond, a very strong intimacy that no side chick or anybody can come in to destroy. Do you get it? So, having said that, I want us to know that sex is great, and it's not having a great sex does not necessarily mean you have to like, okay, I have to have orgasm. So this is where I start from. Great sex is actually planned. If you want to have great sex, it has to be planned. It has to be scheduled. So when you talk about scheduling sex, some people will raise their eyebrow. What is she talking about? As in, why should, because we are so used to a particular pattern. The only constant thing is actually change. Do you understand? So yes. It's not only instant sex, spontaneous sex that is great. You can actually plan your sex and or schedule time. I'll come like this. When you were dating or when you just newly got married, all those honeymoon blues and all that, you go out to watch movie or whatever. But inside of you, you're already like, oh, this thing will end up in sex. What do? As you are dressing, you are sure to wear something sexy on this, on that. Do all whatever, good men and all that. So because you might just get into the house and you are just removing your clothes, but you already get. So what have you just done? You've already like the planning. You've already scheduled time. Especially for those of us that are ever too busy. Do you understand? We are ever too busy. So this planning, for you to have great sex, you actually have to plan it. What do? You book a date down. Today is Monday, Valentine's Day. Do you understand? Let's use today. Okay, on Valentine's Day, this is what I'm going to do. And you, funny enough, by tomorrow, whatever stress will come up tomorrow, Tuesday, Monday sex night has already like taken care of that. And you know the advantage of planning sex ahead. It builds what? Sexual anticipation. You are just planning and it gives you time to prepare your mood, especially women. You know, we don't easily get turned on. So with planned sex or scheduling sex, you get to do that. That is that. You want to have great sex, Gabi? You know that having sex constantly is another way of achieving great sex. Some people will tell you, I don't mind, maybe if you just once in a while, it's okay. No, you know, for the men, they are ever ready. But for we ladies, we need to get to that point. So having regular sex also because when you quarrel, because you're always having whatever misunderstanding will come, even if you like the GO or MOG, it will happen. But when you have this connection, you know that sooner or later I will settle this thing. So we recommend constant sex if you want, because in the process of having constant sex, whatever you are missing, nobody is born perfect. Nobody is an expert. We are work in progress. So the more you make love, the more you know the do's and the don'ts. Oh, what my partner will enjoy or what my partner will not. And sex is not supposed to be a moving vehicle that is on a high speed. You've got to relax yourself. That is what you can do to get great sex. Relax your muscle. No need trying to do all the 16 position, whatever. Be focused in that moment. If it's just one position you are, be sure to take it down so that you can get the best of each other. Believe it or not, great sex is actually very private. There is a difference between private and secrecy. You being secretive means that you are hiding something from your spouse, but you being private, because actually is you alone that can relate with how you feel about sex. Do you understand? And if your partner understands it and he encourages you, that means you are going to come out with better ways of improving your sex life. The most important one, which most of us ladies we don't like doing, is actually exercise. You want to have great sex? You need stamina. And that is where exercise comes in, because exercise helps you to build stamina for the other room. For those people that say, it doesn't last long. Oh, my body is paining me for the woman. If you are into exercise, it actually helps to tone your body and help with your self-esteem. A woman that is proud of her body is ever ready to rumple the belt with her spouse. So always take your time when you want to make love. You don't need to be a rusher. Start from the foreplay, the normal. There's actually a template that you can actually follow. It's not just about jumping into bed and all that. Just take your time. Do what needs to be done. Calm yourself down. Start from somewhere, because you are also going somewhere. The lubrication, lubricant, is actually every lady's best friend. I think even for the men, they have it these days. Always make sure you have that by the side of your bedstand. Reason why, when you talk about lubrication, they will say, it's for the old people. No, even young at heart. Maybe you are 30 years. Yes, as far as you are married. You know what? Every lady has a lubrication in there. They can bring it out, they can extract it. But the thing there is that it might not sustain the heart. So because it might get dry along the line. So when this lube is already by your bed post, what do? You just apply it. Water-based is the recommended one. Very good to use that. And then again, because I don't want to have what that is to do, but this is important to me. I always advise everybody, especially those that are still giving birth and those that are stopped giving birth. Your pelvic exercise is different from the exercise I was talking about. The one I was talking about before can be in form of aerobics, building your muscle. But this particular one, pelvic exercise, helps to support your bladder and relaxes the vagina comfortably for sex, so that you don't feel pain. Helps blood to flow. When blood flows to your vagina, it is easier for you to achieve orgasm. So even for men, pelvic exercise is also recommended. It helps them with strong erection and also intense orgasm. So I'll just say this quickly before I round up on this. How do you get to do this? But maybe somebody might want to ask. The muscle you use in releasing your urine is that is the muscle you use to practice this. But most times, like I always say, if you just want to start, you can start with when you are pressed. You hold it for a second, hold it for a minute, or when you can no longer hold it, then you release. So after that time out, you want to do it again, please, you don't have to be pressed. Now you know how the muscle works. It's the muscle for your urine that you actually use. Plan a getaway. It's Valentine. I know most of us can't actually do Valentine today. We are pushing it to weekend. Thank God we have getaway these days. You don't need to travel far. Spoil yourself a little. And if you still don't get all these ingredients that I have released so far, do the best thing. See a professional, a sex therapist for that matter, because they're actually knowledgeable when it comes to things of the other room, your desire, poor erection, or whatever. They are very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before you leave us, I know you're very busy. I want you to talk about what women hate during sex. What puts them off? And what can the man do to make his wife enjoy sex?
Beautiful. But if the truth be told, no woman actually hates sex. Do you understand? Most times it's the way they were initiated into sex. Do you understand? Because some of us were not virgins when we got married. And maybe before that time, whoever handles such people, the depending, they might have been very aggressive and all that. But like I always say, there's always a second chance. Sex is supposed to be beautiful, and that's what God wants us to do. You are supposed to enjoy sex and not enjoy it. Having said that, what is it that women really eat during sex? Not having enough foreplay is a pistol for women, because foreplay is actually like an appetizer before the main food. Do you understand? So if that appetizer is not coming forth, it's not it. Because some men just come in, they just jump on the woman. For the fact that even if the lady is wet, it doesn't mean she's ready. Do you understand? So because most time men take it for granted, she's wet, now what is the problem? No, it's not like that. Women don't like it when there is no foreplay. In fact, when you don't invest enough time for foreplay, making her self-conscious. Not all of us will end up in the gym. Not all of us will maintain our shape, especially after childbearing. After childbearing, there are some that all bodies are not the same. Some have more stretch mark than others. Do you understand? Even during what's it called? Menstrual period, some people feel bloated. So women are there. So what the men, so when a man is not like you are in bed, you are bringing up about imperfection. No, it tells women don't like such talk. In fact, when you're in bed, that's not the time to start talking about I don't like this part, I like this part. They don't like it. Egocentric men, those ones that feel that they are the best thing that's ever happened to women. Ladies don't like it. They don't even want to know how many ladies you slept with, your exploit or whatever. They just want their own moment. Now I'm your wife. Forget about your heads. Don't compare. Comparison does not come in, because no two women will like the same thing or dislike on that thing. There's something men don't know. They think they can read a woman's mind. You are very wrong. Nobody's a mind reader. The person concerned is the one that is in the best position to tell you what she wants and what she doesn't want. And when a woman say, I don't want this, guys should stop it. They don't actually like it when you go out of your way because you feel you are in charge, you are the man of the house. Women don't like it. Constantly asking them, babe, you don't come, what do they wait for? That is a big turn off. You don't get to ask a lady if you have come. The best you can do is for you to delay your own coming if you so much like, you want her to come. And it's not all sex, all penetrative sex that will end in orgasm. It's a very little percent of women that can actually come through penetrative sex. Most of the time, it's other means like oral sex or whatever, fingering. That is the easiest way for most ladies. So you're not asking them. That is why some ladies actually fake orgasm. So then when some men, women hate it when the men are drilling their vagina as if it's a river. It's an oil river. They are looking for one gold mine or whatever. They'll just be batching the thing, doing reverse, doing this. For what now? You don't do that to a lady. A lady's vagina is very what? Fragile and very sensitive. That needs to be treated gently. The lady might bear it. She just take it. Next time, she's not going to, before she open that leg again. Women don't like such thing. Therefore, those men that want to imitate what they've watched, pornography or whatever, those things are not applicable to real life food. Those guys or ladies are on drugs. So you can create your own pornography with your own wife in your room, in your bedroom. Learn to listen to your wife. Pay attention. Because most times, ladies hate it. You don't talk. As in, they are talking to you. And this is how I want you to go. Move this way. The men will just like, I know what is best for you. You can't know what is best for her because she's a woman. And your finger is not your penis. It's not your manhood that you keep on digging. Yes, it's your best sex toy. And you can use it to a very good advantage. Women don't like baby talk. Women don't like baby talk or deliberate talk. If you are the type for guys now, you talk dirty and you are very good at it, go ahead. But if you know you suck at it, guy, I beg, shift matter and concentrate on that, which you are good at. So, and again, men think it's by size. And women don't like this. It's not all about size. You and I, Dr. Blessing, you know that. It's how you use it that actually matters to the woman. And
Yes,
if the woman wants you to go deep, she will tell you. It's not your right to start saying, I'm looking for G-spot. Which G-spot are you looking for? And it's always good. Sometimes we say, let the sex play start from outside the bedroom. We can even start in the morning if you know you want to have sex later in the day. And I'm sorry I have to say this. I know it's like a Christian this thing, but I don't like that. I say it the way it is. For those guys that are into anal sex, women don't like it. You don't just come on them, because they are trying to give you a doggy style. You try to take advantage of that to do anal sex. Ladies hate such things. So when they hear you want to start, because they have to be physically and mentally ready. If actually, and it's not even advisable, but I needed to bring that point out so that it will not look as if we are trying to sieve some information and all that. Stop all this. I want you will be asking questions or Googling or whatever. No two women are the same. Just ask her, babe, what do you like? What do you want? It's better. And she will appreciate you for it instead of trying to compare her with another person. And that brings us to men. How can you make your wives? I don't know that they are men here, but I know my husband is. Yeah, I don't know whether other men are here.
Yeah, we have amazing men here.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, we have couples.
How can you make madam to enjoy sex? Making a woman happy in bed is a lot easier than most men think. But the biggest mistake is that men always think they can read their wife's mind. It has nothing, like I said earlier, it has nothing to do with the size of your manhood. It's about learning how to use your body and use it well, especially with your hand, your tongue, and your voice. Now, when you're in the other room, you can actually can turn your voice to be sexy, but that is what sexy voice. Sexy voice is not for the public; it's actually for the other room. Do you understand? So, the bedroom is not a it's not a stadium where you try to, or the gym where you try to show that you are macho or whatever. No, you gotta leave that thing for one corner. So it doesn't really take me anything to get in the mood. But we women, because of the way, that is the way women were made. So we need to get excited before we get to that level. So power sex actually starts when a lady is excited. So this is it. Take it slowly. You want her to enjoy the sex. No big deal. Take it slowly. Get started before play. Explore her body. Ask her what she wants, how she wants it, how she wants to be touched. A woman's body, like I always say, is like a map of, I don't want to say a map of Africa, world map. There are different spots on the body. You can play with any. And there are three things that are actually standard, or two things that are really cocoa in enjoying sex, for a woman to enjoy sex: kissing and sucking. You have to learn how to kiss. Not all those are aggressive. It's not all women that like it aggressive. Even if you like it, you know most women, that is the more reason. Communication is very important because communication works in two ways. You can either use it to start a conversation or you use it to ask a question so that you can know what your partner desire or she dislike. And always make sure as a married couple to keep the communication line open. When communication line is open, in fact, you will enjoy your sex life as if there's no tomorrow. Before somebody start asking me, what is she saying? It says food. Yes, so sex is food. It's food. But you don't need to abuse it the way we abuse the real food. Okay. So
Thank you.
If you don't know how to kiss, go and learn how to kiss. Start from our lips, caress our lips. Don't drag our boobs, curb the boobs, touch it gently. Women are tender human beings that need to be treated with a very gentle touch. So allow your woman to be, then fondle her. It's not the same thing. fondle her nipples or whatever. So some people like it being hard, but most times, a majority actually prefer soft touching. When you want to suck her as if she's a human, not that you'll be dragging. Most times, why people don't get to communicate, because they think their spouse will laugh at them. The women will say, you can't talk, say, I don't spoil. You're a prostitute. Every married woman is the husband's prostitute. So forget that level. It's better you are your husband's prostitute than
your only customer.
Yes, be is a shower. As far as you are a woman, that is what we are. And it's a good thing. So why run away from that which God has given to bless you? Make sex less selfish. Most men are so sex-centered. They concentrate on their own. But there are some men that actually take time to carry their women along, especially when their libido are not the same. So you have to, if you want your wife to enjoy sex, and she's not on the same level with you in terms of libido, sex drive, you have to be patient and gradually bring her to your level. Learn how to use your hand. Your hand is actually your best sex tools that you can use to rub, do whatever you want to do. And if you are the type, I'll go there again without apology. If you are the type that are into sex toys, beautiful, introduce it into the other room. Sex toys does not replace your spa. Instead, it enhances your intimacy, connection. When everything is finished, after using the sex toys can never bond you and it doesn't do anything like bonding. After the sex toys, whatever, you now come back again to come and bond. There's a reason for sex toys, and it's not the money. Sex toys have a role to play. When one partner is sick and is not up to it, especially when maybe God forbid erectile dysfunction, there can even be different reasons. But because you don't want your spouse to go outside, what do? You say, if that is what will save your marriage, there's nothing wrong with it, if you ask me. So learn to get feedback, very important. Sexual feedback, yes, get there. It's not about bragging. Babe, okay, did you enjoy what I just did? Do you like it? The same thing. As we all have fantasy. Ask your partner, which is yours? You want me to dress like a cowboy? Do you want me to dress like a Valentine babe? There's nothing wrong, because you are what? You are first and foremost a married couple. Anything is allowed on the matrimonial bed, apart from cheating or whatever. As far as it's both of you that is using that matrimonial bed, there's nothing wrong there. You can do any style you want to do. If you want to jump up, jump down, is allowed. Share. So try. That is it. Then for the guys, if you really want to carry your wife along, you really want her to enjoy, get some sexy bossa. This is Valentine, and most of us are going to be doing a lot in the weekend. Get some sexy pajamas or bossa. Tell your wife to pick and let her dress you. It's not only every time the men should be the one undressing the women. The bottom line here, there's something I'm trying to say here. The bottom line is to make sex about undressing each other, not about undressing her and you just pulling off your song. Oh yeah, come. As you say, you be malam. Now malam style that. You understand? So take your time to undress her. So that is how would I put it? I can actually stop here because of time factor. So
thank you really so much. Please, can we appreciate the sex police? You don't.
Hey, I would laugh for myself. Thank you, Doctor.
That's so funny. Thank you so much for bringing out time to share some of these things that ladies may not say to their husbands. You know, there are some that are they're on a business. This is business. They're just, let me come in and just, and the ladies
no, it's not allowed.
What just happened? A friend was jokingly telling me that after the husband comes, the husband is fast asleep and she's wide awake and she's wondering, what life is this?
Selfishness.
Is this what I will be doing? So at this point,
speak out.
Yeah, communication is very important, and we really appreciate throwing this, sharing, and I really appreciate all the men that are here learning these things from the ladies' view. Right now, we would love to hear from another sex coach all the way from the UK. Toby, please, could you help us with the citation? And we want to hear him share some things about how, the man can, there's so much to this sex thing. It's so wide. And like she said, it is beautiful. It is mutually enjoyable. It's something that both of you should enjoy. And it's something that both of you should agree on. So it's not a case of this is how we do it in our house, so everybody must do it that same way. No. What is obtainable in my house can be different from what is obtainable in your house. If I and my husband enjoy it, it's good to go. And like she said, when it comes to that, the only reservation I have is that anal sex. No matter how people say it is nice and all that, because of the health issues, I am not, I don't encourage it.
It's not encouraged.
At all. For some people, it's not worth it. Thank you, because of the hazards. So I would love to give the citation for our second speaker. Chinda, the 28th child in a family of 36 children, but dropped to the 11th child of 20 children alive. He lost 16 brothers and sisters to various illnesses during the Nigerian Civil War and post-war era. His late dad had 68 grandchildren and 25 great-grandchildren with 3 wives. Man, that daddy was really busy. His early life was not glamorous and exciting at all, but he learned early on to make the best of his resources, refusing to let limitations derail him from his life's purpose. He's an award-winning motivational and transformational speaker, a certified life relationship and performance coach, an NLP practitioner, best-selling author, entrepreneur, preacher, senior IT consultant, passionate youth and young adult leader and mentor. He is the founder of the following organizations: Limitless Life Pro Academy, Married Life Management, Care Ministry, and 4XL Telecommunications UK. He wrote 2 best-selling books, What Can I Do to Make My Marriage Work? And The Power of Personal Change. He teaches and mentors young generations and ambitious individuals to rise to the challenges and changing times, to develop into an accountable and responsible leader of tomorrow with a distinctive and high-performing mindset, while entertaining their identity of their best and highest self. He coaches mature single adults, engaged persons, newlyweds, the married, single parents, separated, and the divorced to find their unique relationships and personality differences, to responsibly manage and overcome all relationship pain points, to create and build a relationship that is stable, strong, and satisfying throughout their lives together. So please join me, welcome my friend from childhood, Chinda.
Hello. I'm excited
Welcome,
to be
sir.
here. Thank
We
you.
are very, very happy to have you.
Thank you.
Before
Thank
you start, I listened to this guy speak, what's 2 days ago? I said, oh my goodness. Some of my church members here may not talk to me again by the time he opens his mouth. By the way, we are all from the same clique. The far left, the far left or far right, conservative, Christian that hardly talk about sex. And so he's a yoppie religious, will I use the word religious now? If you tell them your denomination, spiritual. If you tell them your denomination, they will not agree.
Well, it's open for debate. It's personal.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Okay, so my question is, we've shared a bit about sex. Sisi Ade has shared on things that, she just picked them and really touched for the guys to understand some things about the ladies. And you as a guy, I'm asking this question now, but the other way. Okay, what kills a man's desire for sex? In respect to his relationship with his wife, and also health. Because I was sharing initially when we started about, how health can play into this sex issue. Health, mindset, finance, health. So we would like you to share a bit about the things that the ladies are doing and they're just doing wrong. They are not getting it at all. And the man is just in the marriage for the fact that he's scared to, look outside. He loves the Lord, or he doesn't want any guilt. But then he's not feeling it. He's not getting that electric shock. Over to you, sir.
Right. Thank you so much. And quite grateful to join you today. Thank you for the launch of your book as well.
Thank you.
That's a very good milestone. And I want to thank everybody that is here today. Right. The way I'm going to look at this is first, before I say anything, if you don't mind, if you're here, you're married, please just put M on the chat for me. Let me just get to know my audience a bit. And also, if you are single, matured, just put your divorce, put D. If you're separated, put SE. I just want to know, please, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Thank you, Stella. Thank you. Just put on the chat. Let me know your relationship status. Thank you, Gladys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Ngozi. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that Shegun. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. I want to also say which part of your wife's body or your husband's body that, all parts are great. They're amazing. But which one that you really like to explore? It's like petroleum exploration. You just go in there and you just keep doing your own thing because you want to find treasures, right? It's like searching for God's kingdom, but we're talking about human body kingdom now. Okay. So just put on the chat which part of the body that is a treasure for you, right? Okay, penis and chest. Oh, that's nice. Very good. Thank you for that boldness. Please be real here and let's respect one another's comment. Okay. This class is uncensored, it's unfiltered. We are not doing any paraphrasing, diplomacy, and editing here. It's just going to be as it's supposed to be. Okay, so don't be shy to tell me what is your favorite. Is it bonbon? Tell me. If it's bonbon, it's fine. Penis and nipple. All right, nipple. That's great. Hairs on his chest. I love that. Thank you. Yes. Breast. Wow. Breast is very good. It's one of those iconic aspects of a woman body that God gave them bigger one and gave us the one that is like a kangaroo chest. But we don't mind. Yeah, so yes, the vagina. Okay, Dr. Summer, thank you very much. The nipple and the chest, the breast and the butt. Oh, good. These are parts of the body that we cannot take for granted, isn't it? Really beautiful part of the bodies. Right. I want you to also be very frank now. When you talk about your sex life, right? Sex life, well, what I mean, satisfaction and the fullness of your sex life, and you realize that 10 is an utmost beautiful smasher. You are just there, really great and incredible, right? You are really grinding, regardless of how long you've been married. And then 0 is not even happening. It's like once a month or something like that. It's so dry, so cold. Just put the number on the chat for me, if you don't mind, please. I just want to know, and just be honest, okay? And let's respect each other's numbers, because something is going to happen in this section right now. 8, thank you very much. Yes, please, can you click? Let's get the number up. Yes, let me know, right? If it's 0, just tell me 0. And if you're single, you're not having at all, fine. Just keep praying. Your day is coming, right? And then please ask the questions again. It said, I'm saying that your sex life from zero is very bad, 10 is absolute incredible. There's nothing you need to learn again. Everything is perfect like God, right? Then put for me. Okay, so I want some number. Just put the chart there. All right, I appreciate if you can do that, please. That would be really, really good. Yes, 6, thank you. 9, we have 8. Yes, can I have some numbers? I don't want numbers in the spirit, okay? This is not a place where you're in the spirit. Let's be in the flesh now. Nobody should go in the spirit. Calm down and let's talk about what is in the flesh, yeah? Okay, 5, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, you see, thank you so much for our first speaker. That was really good. Thank you for that education and insight that's been given. It's important for us to know that this is what God has created. But before I just go a little bit into your question you ask, I just like to just water the ground a bit, because I know that we have some spiritual people in our midst here. I want us to know that God created us, and God said it is good. We are part of his creation, right? And the Bible said that everything he made was perfect, was good. And there's something God has put in us. We have desire for water, to drink water, desire for food. We have desire to sleep. You know, there's a time in your life you have to sleep, regardless of how long you have been awake. The body will start shutting down because they need to regenerate. They need to wake up. Your muscles and your brain and every part of your body will start waking up. Okay. And then there's another desire that God has put in us to protect ourselves. When there is any sign of danger, we want to protect ourselves either by running or by doing something in order not to become part of those people that will experience that danger. And then the other one is drive, sex drive. God made it. It's important to understand that Nollywood never made it. You know, Hollywood never made it. No billionaire, no president, no porn star, no movie actors, no celebrities, no country created it. God created it. In fact, just to let you know that Satan and demons and all the evil spirit, or whatever they call their names, they did not create sex. God created it. Now, when you look at it in that form, you realize that God is such a holy God, such an amazing God, could create something that he cannot do. It's important for you to know that God doesn't have sex. Okay? And for God to create something that he cannot do, what a privilege. What an amazing thing. And because of religion, because of culture, because of personality, because of tradition of men, and because of environmental ignorance, we don't even talk about it. We're even shy to say something about it. And we don't know that we are robbing ourselves of something that is incredible and amazing that our God in heaven has given. So I'm not ashamed when I talk about sex. I live and breathe. Sex happen. I actually talk about sex almost every day in my house, my wife, because one of the most beautiful things that God has made. Why should I be ashamed? Why should I be ridiculed? Why should I feel bad about it? Something that God cannot do and he wants me to be doing it, and you think it's not privileged? It's grace. It's not something I merited. He gave to me. So you need to have that mindset to know that sex is for us. And also, we're created in 3 parts. We have the spirit, the soul, and the body. I always like to say that the spirit does not commit sex. You don't have sex. God is a spirit. You don't have sex with something you can't see. Because when you have sex, the 5 senses of the body is affected. The tasting, the feeling, the touch, the hearing, the seeing. The whole thing is involved. And it has to be physical. So we are privileged to have something that happens in the body. And God has put all those components together in order for us to enjoy sex. Think about something that brings another human being to life. Something that makes me and you to become part of spiritual creation that God can give to us. It's something that I should be grateful and be excited about, that my Father has made. Through sex, you become a co-creator with the Heavenly Father. You start the process by having sexual intercourse, and then God takes you from there. What an amazing phenomenon, beautiful thing. And that is why I'm excited. I'm happy that I'm given the opportunity to partake in it. So whatever it is in your mind, whatever concept, and belief system you have. Whatever is holding you back, that you're not enjoying and flourishing in such a beautiful thing, you can begin to dismantle your mind from certain things. Some of the convictions and the belief you've had, maybe some of us had some traumatic experiences in the past. Some of us probably were raped, or maybe some people in the church touched you inappropriately. Some people watch what they call at the time pornography or blue film. Or some people were just exposed to certain things that have distorted their mind. Some people, their parents spoke to them so harshly about sex. And because of the mindset, they are grown, they are in their own marriage today, and they are carrying the dysfunctional knowledge and understanding of sex from their parents, from their ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends, and from their childhoods, from the traumatic experiences of their lives into their own marriage. And they're not free. They're not liberated. They're not flowing the way God wants you to be. And I want you to know that there's treatment for everything. Don't die in silence. Whatever is the problem, whatever is the issue, seek medical help. Support the process so that at the end of the day, you will have great sex. I know my former speaker has spoken a lot, what the man needs to do with the woman and all that. And with the question our sister have just asked in relation to, what the woman is doing and what the man is doing. It's important for us to just understand the balance, right? Because if we don't understand the balance, we might be wondering, why is it that we don't have great and amazing sex? Whatever kind of sex you're having in your relationship right now, love making you're having in your relationship right now, there is another level that you are yet to explore. You are yet to experience, and you're yet to continue to have bigger experience. So don't hold back. You need to open up. So let's come down to why sex has become one of the biggest challenge in marriage and relationships today. By what you've said, from man, from woman, I call it the orgasm gap. Because orgasm gap is simply the inability for one partner to fully orgasm in the process of sexual intercourse. The frequency of releasing tension, remember orgasm coming, is just that some muscles in your body that is so tensed, so stressed with challenges and issues and difficulties. And because the body comes to that point, when you have an orgasm, the body, those muscles are loose. That's what it is. It loses it, and then you release those stress out. You get your body back into the normal physiological state that can make you function optimally. And it's unfortunate that in some marriage, the man is enjoying, the woman isn't. Some, the woman is enjoying, the man isn't. And there are fundamental problems and issues that needs to be addressed if we really want it to become expressive, want it to become joyful, and they can bring the best benefits to both husband and wife. I want to say that sex is not just to be enjoyed by man. And God never said anywhere in the Bible from his word as a person of faith that sex is just for the man. If your wife is not enjoying sex, why? If you're at work, you're not performing very well, you ask your boss, what am I going to do? You go for a course, you read, you investigate, you do some root cause analysis, you ask yourself several whys in order to improve. If you want to earn more money, you start reading something different. Maybe you change career, or within your career, begin to upgrade some other specialties within your career because you want to earn more. So human beings are created to be better at different stages and phases of life. Now, if in your marriage, in your relationship, that's the same way you should approach sex. The sex of 2021 should not be the same with the sex of 2022. Why? You should get better. You should improve. And that's by having candid conversation with your spouse. What exactly do you want me to do? How do you want me to do it? Where do you want me to touch? Let's say, for instance, our body is littered and battered with nerves. And nerves are in several aspects of our body. And because of those nerves, that is where we have sensitivity. That's where the sexuality comes from. And science call it the erogenous zones. Some people call it the body mapping. Women have more erogenous zones than men. In fact, science says women have about 31 and men have about 15. Can you imagine that? And women have the capacity to have orgasm, muscle release tension 12 times more than men, based on science and fully researched facts. But unfortunately, because of the lack of knowledge and understanding on how you can navigate to achieve this, even in the relationship, you see the man having more orgasm than the woman. But in a practical terms, if you go from the place of understanding the body of a woman, because it is wired such an incredible way that if you don't explore it properly, the woman will not have the best of this world called sexual satisfaction and sexual fulfillment. So for me, it's both sides. And in our world today, based on scientific fact, on a research that was done by Frederick and his team in 2017, in America, over 500,000 couples, they realized that men ejaculate, men orgasm 95% of the time, and women 65% of the time. Why? And that's where they found out about the orgasm gap. Because when a man is in a woman, because of the wiring of the body and the sensitivity of the nerves, the man can easily release between 5.5 minutes the man has come. That's an average time a man can come. But you know, the average time for a woman to come, based on science and fact, is 18.5 minutes. So what does that tell you? You need an adequate 13 or 14 minutes to do serious work on the woman if the woman was to achieve orgasm. Now, this might vary because of different factors and different physiological wiring of every woman, but we're talking about in an average format. So if the man does not know how to train his body in a way that the body can stay for a while to allow the woman to fully maximize that state of arousal and that peak before she can release. That's why sometimes you hear some men is 2 minutes men, 5 minutes men. I keep hearing the word selfish. I'm a marriage coach, and a lot of women tell me things. And many of them are not very happy the way sex is in their marriage and relationship. But if you ask the man, how is it? Yeah, because most of the time they are the one coming. And the woman is not fully getting the best out of the sexual intercourse. And there are gaps that are causing this. Lack of knowledge, inability to utilize the power of the clitoris. I always say that anytime I speak, most women clitoris are crying. They are literally weeping because they are underutilized. And yet, even there are some culture in Africa that cut off the woman clitoris. That is the most wicked, terrible, demonic practice that you can do to a woman, to cut off her clitoris. The only thing that was created in a woman's body that the expressive function is pleasure. That's what some tribe cut off. That is almost like an unforgivable sin, because you're destroying so many years of that woman's life. So let's assume those that have it, some of these clitoris are underutilized. What about the breast of the woman? What about the bum? What about the neck, the lips, the thighs? What about the vulva area? All these things have sensitive nerves that can help a woman climax, not just penetratively. But if you explore that, it's like going around the Garden of Eden, walking around it. And when it's time, the man can actually come in to have rest. It's like a woman saying, come in, thou faithful servant. Come and have your rest. That's how the body of the woman is wired. You need time, you need patience to work on it. And the same thing with the man as well. Some men can have challenges in keeping their erection for too long. But if you're the one that is not healthy, no, you don't exercise, every time you're only eating, there's a lot of eating a lot of gari, that can cause a lot of problem and issues. Fatty stuff, no exercise, that can become a challenge. as well for the man. So it's important to look after your own health as well, and to ensure that you are in a position to support both your wife and yourself to have an amazing sex life. Let me take more questions that I can digress into different things, but I just wanted to set the scene of how I'm going to approach this today. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. And we would love you to share a bit about the things that men don't like, right? When it comes to when they want to have this wonderful time with their wives. And when it comes to their health, I know you've touched a bit about it. You know, some men are, because of the ego, they don't want to talk about it. If they are having issues, instead of maybe seeking help, they just transfer aggression. For how do you help a man that is struggling with shots? You know, just immediately he comes in, he's shaking, and it's over. And the woman is just starting. You know, like you said when I listened to you some 2 days ago, the woman is the slow burner, while the man is the, what's the name again?
The man is Usain Bolt.
He's the Usain Bolt, and the
Yeah.
woman is the slow burner. So for and again, the man is troubled. He's struggling. At the same time, he's not talking. He's not saying where he needs the help, right? So I want you to beam the searchlight on that health aspect for men, and the things that the wife does that put him off, that would not make him want to have sex. I know of someone who just made up his mind that he's not going to touch his wife. What was her crime? She was always asking him, is it food? Is it food? And then he decided, okay, if I ever touch you, you know, and it was a serious problem for a long time. So what are those things women should be aware and stop doing? And how can the man help himself when health issues arise?
Okay, thank you very much. I think it's important to understand the psychology of the man and the psychology of the woman, and also from a neurological point of view, right? You see, the man has a hormone that is called testosterone. Testosterone is like our powerhouse. It's where the energy springs from. And science has made it very clear to us that when a man's testosterone level surges in the morning, right? Between 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., man has the highest concentration of testosterone. In the evening, it depletes. Some places they say 10 to 15, even to 40%. It goes down. When man rests, through that process, there's regeneration that happens. And I'm going to talk about some of the food that a man needs to eat to boost that. If you're married as a man at the age of 35, this is natural reduction, natural decline of the testosterone level in the body. From age of 35, science have said that man will begin to lose that testosterone amount by 1% from the age of 35. And now, but some men is 2, 3, 4%. When you hit 40, some men is up to 5% every year. Now, you realize that there's a lot of erectile dysfunction among men in their 40s and their 50s, because the testosterone level has so much started declining, and the man has just started. Maybe in 1 minute he has come, or sometimes he can't even sustain erection for 5 minutes, or even for 18 minutes. Is like, whoa, almost impossible. And the diet of the man also imparts the production of testosterone. Now, let me give you some food that will help your testosterone to come up. If you eat oyster, if you eat ginger, if you eat garlic, avocado, oh my goodness, these food are powerhouse for testosterone regeneration, and also for blood cleansing that goes into the perineal region of the man, all the muscles that covers the entire part where you have the testicles, you have the penis, you have all that. The women, you also have the woman, the vulva, the vagina, and all those areas, the anus. That's the perineal region. Those muscles are relevant to sustain erection if blood flows adequately in that areas. Now, a man that is always eating pizza, a lot of bread, cassava, gari, all the time, everything starch, you are not helping yourself, because the nutrients that is required to boost your testosterone and to ensure that you have very healthy reproductive organ, you won't be having those things. So lack of all these health practices makes some men not to be able to function properly. Even some men, they realize that even their sperm is so watery. It's not as thick as it used to be in their 30s. It's simply because the dieting, what they are putting in their body, is interfering with the production of sperm. Some men cannot pregnant their wives. Sometimes it's not because of low sperm count, it's just because you're not eating properly. You're not exercising. Some men has got, they've come to this point in their life because of too much starch and too much bad habits in their health. Their stomach is like they are 12 months pregnant. It's so big. No offense to anybody that have big stomach here, but let me tell you, it's not helping your health and it's not helping your manhood. Big stomach will affect effective erection over time. There's some things that we don't say, but this is fact and proven stuff that can help the man. So lifestyle of the man goes a long way. Some people are so over spiritual. They're just pray, fast, pray, fast. And they're not eating garlic. They're not eating ginger. They're not eating avocado, right? They're not eating oyster. And all these things you can find them anywhere. Why can't you sacrifice to drop some of those fast food and things and eat something that will boost you as a man? So the knowledge of how you need to be at 35 and over is critical for your effective sexual active life. But most people don't know what to do. Now, what about the area of Kegel muscles? The Kegel exercise. You can get all these things on YouTube and type online. I think the former speaker also touched that a bit. When you are urinating, when you're going to the toilet, sometimes you try to hold your urine so that you can hold your urethra for a while from releasing. If you practice that over time, and also bending down a lot, squatting, stretching your legs, right? Taking a walk, all right? Taking a walk, raising your legs, just a bit all the time. You are working on all these parts of your body, and at the same time, those areas are getting stretched. They are getting their regular exercise. You don't do this exercise once a year, once a month. The muscle will begin to get hard, and the nerves in all those places that are supposed to be awakened and sensitive, they will begin to die gradually. It's like they're going back and they're not able to function properly. So by the time you need them, when blood flows through your perineal muscle, it's not as effective when you are healthy and that place is very strong. It's something you need to do at least 3 to 5 times a week if you're a man over 35. 5 minutes exercise it's not a big deal, but it's doing something to your health when it comes to how you be able to maintain your erection. Some of the things I've told you, avocado, ginger, garlic, even chicken, organic chicken, proper organic chicken, they also contains things that can help you,
of the Lord.
right? And also fish oil, omega-3, they contain powerful nutrients, vitamins, substances that boost your reproductive organ, boost blood flow. Because how do you maintain erection over time? Is by ensuring that your blood flow is effective in that area. Now, I give myself an example because I have practiced these things so many times. I'm in my 40s, and this is not like bragging. I can last for an hour. I can last for 40 minutes. Erection, no Viagra, nothing. It's because I've practiced this thing for many years. And also, when it comes for the woman, let me just touch there a bit. The men, the woman can have multiple orgasms, multiple release. there is a muscle. There's a muscle in us. It's called the refractory. Sorry, it's called the refractory nerve. It's a nerve. It's a refractory nerve. When the man comes, when we ejaculate, our physiological and neurological wiring pulls the refractive nerve back. It's like something that is like this. It goes like this. Boom. And when it happens, the entire blood that's supposed to be in our stuff, everybody's going back home. They're all going back home. And there's something I also want to tell you. When you are having sex, if you're able to adequately work on your perineal muscles, right? As a man, do you know that because your perineal muscle, you have practiced it, is so strong, muscle goes to the stomach, muscle goes to different parts of the body. But there's a way your brain, can work and restructure a pattern in your brain when you are making love and you have mastered your perineal area. Your brain will tell other parts of the body, based on science, I'm talking fact here, the brain normally tells stomach, release more blood, and tell the heart, pump more blood into the area that is adequately requiring blood right now. So lesser blood is flowing to your abdominal region, and they are releasing more blood into your pelvic region. That is why the place becomes hard and strong, and the penis can stay for a while. Like, this is incredible. And I'm telling you from practical experience, it's possible to achieve powerful, strong, hard rock erection that God can just help your wife to bear you if you master what I'm saying. And then when it comes for the woman have different parts of her body. Like I said, they have 31 erogenous zones. I can't touch all of them tonight, but I just give you some. You have the vulva area of the woman. You have the clitoris at the top. You have the clitoris hood. And also the thighs of the woman. There are nerves around the woman's bum bum. And also going towards up, you have the breast, you have the areola area, you have the nipple. The woman's neck has more sensitive nerves than men. Now, even the legs, the fingers, the palm. So what do you do as a man? Just take one day, tell your wife, I am going to harvest all the gold in this body today. Make sure she's happy. Don't offend her. If you want to cook for her, cook for her. If you want to make sure she have her mind, she's settled. If you have children, make sure you do their homework, help them. If there's any problem, if there's issue, let her mind not to be wandering. Tell her this week, I am dedicating. I love Jesus, but this week I dedicate my life to Christ, but I'm making up my mind. Some of the projects are supposed to do in the evening. Some of the helter skelter, because some men, they are running kitty kitty. Some men are running kitty 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 kata 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 kitty kitty kata kata kata, and their women don't even know what to do. Take your time and let the woman take a shower. If you want, just get a white towel. Let her lie down. Get yourself some oil, lavender oil, almond oil, olive oil, whatever is okay, right? And let the woman just lie, almost like a little goddess. You say, it is your day of harvesting. Brother, calm down. Don't penetrate anything. Put oil all over your hand. Pour oil in her breast, her stomach, her thighs, everywhere. And then begin to touch. Gently. Listen to her inner voice. She's going to say something. As you're touching, you're screwing gently in a round shape. Just keep going. Don't press it as if you want to kill cow. The woman is not a cow. It's not chicken. It's not goat. calm down, touch gently. She will say, oh, that place, I like it. Tell her anywhere you like or something is sweeting you, you feel some sensation, some pleasure, let me know. Mark that place. That is body mark 1. You go to the next place, body mark 2, mark 3, mark 4, mark 5, mark 6, the neck, the body. Take your time. No rush, no rush. Make sure you don't do it on the day of Bible study so they don't rush here. It's Bible study. No, go your Bible study and come back. Go and do your preaching. Win souls. Cast all the devils from your village. Everything you want to do, just go ahead. But this is the day. Nothing is going to spoil this thing today. No evil spirit will call you to go out. You stay. Take your time. Take your time and begin to explore the body. When you finish, you turn her over. As you are doing that, want to be telling your mind, please penetrate, but no, don't penetrate. Don't penetrate. Calm down. You are harvesting gold, platinum. Keep harvesting diamond. Get all those things. You're going to sell them later. And I can tell you, you will really, really enjoy your life. And why that is happening? Okay, what about the woman's down there? Some people say they can't use their mouth to kiss the woman's vagina. What? Why? Your wife. Oh, your wife. What is wrong? What is wrong with the vagina? Is it Satan vagina? Is it evil spirit vagina? Is the vagina from hellfire? Why can't you touch it? Put something in your hand, touch it, rub on it, right? Take your time. Do you know one of the things about the tongue, the lips, they are very similar to vaginal softness. I call it softness, mega softness. What's wrong with that? Some of us here, we don't read Songs of Solomon. The only thing you read is Genesis, Revelation, Habakkuk, Psalm, Haggai, Malachi, Matthew, James, Colossians. You don't read Songs of Solomon. Do you know that the Bible is full of sex talk? Do you know that? Do you know that? But the only thing is that our mind is focused on adultery, fornication, adultery, fornication. You are married. What's your problem with adultery? What's your problem with fornication? It is what God has given to you as husband and wife. So even the woman's down area, the woman down area is incredible. Let me just give you. I like to be practical, right? So today, some of you that are here, I know what I'm saying now. I don't know whether you're removing your ear. Bring your ear here. Don't run away. You need this. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Yeah, there's no need to deceive ourselves, right? Let's be real here. When you look at the woman's vagina area, that place, you know what I call my wife on? I call that place the center of the earth. This is where all things happen. This is where all things originate. Without here, there is no world. Without here, there is no human being. Without here, there is no children. Without here, there is nothing. So your wife's vagina is amazing. Ladies, I want to congratulate you. Your vagina is amazing. Your vulva is amazing. It doesn't matter how it's looking, but I want to tell the man something about that place. Some men have small pennies. Some men have long pennies. I want to show something with us. If you look at the woman's area, the outer part is called the vulva. You have the minor majora, you have the major majora, and then the round where the penis actually go in, that round thing is called the vestibules, the vestibules. And inside, as you penetrate, the woman has what we call the vaginal canal. That is where the penis is inserted. Now, some women have long canal, average canal, and small canal, but it's okay. Now, most men, as they enter the woman, they are running like Usain Bolt, and they're not supposed to run. They are running. Why are you running to? The vagina is there. It's not running. And sometimes they begin to hit the woman as if they are horse, as if they are he-goat. He-goat never went to school. Horse never went to school. So you can't be teaching the woman like you're a he-goat. right? Or like you're a horse. No, treat her like a human being. Calm down. I know he's hungering you, but calm down. Right inside there, do you know that whether you have small penis or big penis, right at the entrance of the vagina, if you really take your time and touch this woman for her to be wet, for her to be all right, at the tip there, 1/3 of the woman canal is what science call the orgasmic floor. It have the highest concentration of nerves, right? The highest concentration of nerve inside the canal. So the men that have mighty penis, hard one, 6, 7, 8 inches, that when it comes up, it's almost like, hey, everybody should run away. And then they enter there and they scream like an animal. And then they stop 2, 3 minutes. And the woman is in the desert. They've just left the woman in the desert. Yeah? They've just left the woman in the desert. And she's just wondering, what is happening here? So you see what I mean? Calm down. So if you have small penis, you just go inside the woman gently. Don't rush. If you want your woman to enjoy sex, to have orgasm, don't rush. Go in, out, beat by beat. You know what you're doing? You are waking up the vestibules nerves. They're like spasming. They will just go like electricity, like that. And it will just go around the 1/3 of the vaginal canal. The woman will just wake up. You will know. It's with practice. Sex is intentional. Sex is not something you just do anyhow. You prepare your mind. And I want to say something to the men. This is one thing that I've mastered. When you have done your work and you are healthy, you're looking after yourself, right? You are eating all these things, you're doing exercise. With time, your brain is like habits. For you to form a new habit, your brain and the neurons, the synapses centers of various aspects of habit that is bad, we need to shift. It's like they will crack. After some time, your brain will begin to say, hey, something new is happening down there. Something new is happening down there. And we say, okay, what's going on down there? Reproductive organ, what's happening? There's something is changing there. I see some things happening. And then the brain will begin to shift, with the new creation of habit you're about to form. Guess what happened? You can literally use your mind and your brain to control your erection. Oh my goodness me. Let me say this again. Oh, God, help me here. You can use your mind and your brain to control your erection. Because remember, it's the brain, the nerves from the brain that activates the amount of blood that goes to the perineal region where your organ is. And with time, you begin to realize that your wife can have multiple orgasms. The woman can have vaginal orgasm, clitoral orgasm, thigh orgasm. The woman can also have a nipple orgasm, bum orgasm, kissing orgasm, neck orgasm. In fact, science have told us women have the capacity to have 12 type of orgasm if you fully explore the body the way God created the body to be explored. Women are supposed to have more orgasm than men. Unfortunately, ignorance has caused so much pain in the life of women. Some are not even having. I used to say this story. I went to South Africa for my wife's birthday. And we're in Stanton City in Hilton Hotel outside, and they were giving us juice and all kind of drinks. And one of the lady in the bar, she said, what do you do? I told her other things I do. I said, okay, I'm also a marriage coach, a sex coach. And she was like, wow, okay. And she said, is it possible to have orgasm? I said, yes, why not? And she said, I've been married for 19 years. I've not had orgasm. I was like, what? And then she told me a lot of other things. I said, Kai, oh my goodness. Like I felt like crying for the woman. I I just said, this is so unfair now. This is so sad. This is so sad now. I could imagine that woman's body crying, nipple crying, breast crying, vagina crying, clitoris crying, bonbon is crying. Everything is screaming. They've left me. They've not explored me. They've not touched me. I am just by myself. That's how so many women bodies weeping because of men's ignorance. So the ladies that are here, I want to let you know that some of the things I'm sharing tonight, help your husbands, educate them, tell them to be patient. And you know why women also will have more orgasm? Let's say, for instance, my wife. If I say, okay, today my wife will have 3 to 4 orgasms at one go, I know what to do. Fine, we'll start with foreplay, extensive foreplay, go through all the massage and all that. In the process, you use your mouth, you use your hand on the clitoris, she have first orgasm. That's number 1. Why you are even making love? Because you've mastered the ability to control the release of sperm from your penis. And you know your woman's body. You know what to touch, you know what to kiss, you know what to do. And you know that your refractive nerve, when you come as a man, it falls. It will not stand up after a while. But you know what? When a woman have first orgasm, the refractive nerve still have an ability based on science to still continue for another 25 to 40 minutes, depending on the woman. I have that knowledge. So I hold mine. Remember, she has come first time. I hold mine and I continue to explore the body. And she will come again. And even in the intercourse penetration, she can come 2, 3 times. And then me, I will say, okay, I want to come now. I decide. My body does not decide when I come. I'm telling you fact here. And I'm being vulnerable and real. I'm not ashamed because I'm enjoying sex like Superman in my marriage. Because I've studied this thing inside and out. Anatomy, physiology, neurology. I've studied it inside and out. So I know how to control myself. If I say I don't want to come, I will not come. I can just let my wife come. And she will say, you don't want to come? I said, no, it's fine. I just want you to be happy. I just want you to come. I do it all the time. It takes time. It takes mastery. It takes practice. It takes dedication to come to the place whereby you will say you won't come. And let the woman just have fun. Just enjoy sex with you. Now, if you have something like this, why will you want to go outside? You can't go outside because it's very satisfying. So let's leave religion. Let's leave all this tradition. Let's leave all the things we read in the book here and there that's confused our mind. Let's leave all the things we practice in when we are young or we are ashamed. Some people cannot even mention vagina. They can't even mention penis. They can't even mention clitoris. You know why? Because they're too holy. How can you be so holy not to mention what a holy God created? I don't understand. Why are you ashamed? You are married. Adam and Eve were naked. Talk about it. Discuss it. So it's important for us. If we do this, they will be able to support each other. And I also want to tell the women, sometimes initiate. Don't always want the man, because I know that men have more libido, more testosterone. That's why the sex drive is very high. Woman, don't just abandon yourself every time. You too initiate sometimes. You can even say once a week you initiate. Put a time to it. And then look nice. Some women don't even smell nice. Men don't like that. So women are smelling ewedu soup, okra soup, beans, smelling, I don't know, all kind of smell. Like, and then when they come, it's very difficult. So it's very important. Look after yourself. Smell nice. The same thing, men, take shower. don't always be looking, you sweat, you come back, you want to bounce on the woman, the woman say, don't touch me, I beg. You're smelling like kangaroo. Go and take shower. Clean up so that you can be attractive to each other. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Woo! It's like we should not end, and the time is just, when you're having fun, the time will just, I'm looking at the time and I'm wondering, when did we start? Now, this is the time for questions and answers. But before, as people are putting down their questions, I want to quickly share briefly on this amazing book, talking about the fun and fitness. Toby, please, could you put it up just briefly? And while she's putting that up, please, everybody listen to me, because the book is all about tips, self-help in this marriage area. And I want to give you one or two things that you can do. One, we've heard our speakers speak about the very fundamentals of sex. Okay, please, we want to see the cover first. We like the cover. Okay, so this is the book. For those of you that can get it on Amazon, I realize that a lot of people are having issues with downloading from Amazon. And so please pre-order so that when it's printed, you will be the first to have it signed by me and shipped to you anywhere in Nigeria. So you're welcome. Toby, please, could you scroll quickly to this fun and fitness intimacy part? While she's doing that, please take this from me quickly. There are, I know some people are thinking, okay, when are they going to talk about some sex styles? Okay, so let's get there. Good, stop. Fun and fitness, intimacy, good, stop. Okay, so here we shared some things about, continue scrolling. We shared some things about the importance of friendship, the importance of passion, good, understanding sex, and the experts in the house have really shared a lot about understanding sex. Sex is powerful. And as a lady, if you understand it, you will help your husband. You will help him channel that power, that energy, which is one of the most powerful energy on earth, to achieve things. Look at men that, enjoy sex and they have a stable relationship with their wives. They can conquer anything. Toby, please keep scrolling. I want to share from some tips. So using your sex to build the home, scroll. Yes, the bedroom. We talked about, the lingerie. They talked about the kind of, wear skimpy things. Please, most times, try to be like Adam and Eve. I heard Chinda say that there are days he says to his wife, today we are going to be in the Garden of Eden. So when the children have gone to school, they walk around butt naked. So I am hanging on that. I can assure you that we'll have some Adam and Eve days in my house. So when it comes to the bedroom, I know how to do the Adam and Eve thing in the bedroom, but I've not explored this the whole day before school run. Yeah. So tips and ideas that can help. Please have music, when you are having fun. So whenever your husband is about to travel, for the ladies, do something powerful. Blow his brains off. Really give him a good time so that when he travels, he remembers. And then on Monday, before he goes to work, jump into the bathroom and have a quickie. And there are different ones, okay? So you could do the doggy style, you could play with the lap dance, which immediately we're done with that, I will just show one or two descriptions. So there are three styles that can really help with when you are tired. Okay, so look at some of the things we're writing there: hugging, how to take out boredom, how to increase bonding. So please go get your book. Toby, thank you so much. You can remove this and I could quickly go through the tips that I'm talking about now. Thank you. Okay, so there are three styles that I would want to leave with us today. Two are in favor of the woman, and one is in favor of the man. And the reason I brought out two is for the fact that sometimes the women are busy, and when they come back, they're so tired. They truly inside want to be, have that bonding with their husbands, but they are just tired. So there is the wheelbarrow sex style that can help. So this is what happens. So I am with a throw pillow here, okay? And so at the edge of the bed, you could put this at the edge of the bed, and the woman lies on the bed after having, taken a shower, lies on the bed, and with the legs facing the man. The man is standing at the edge of the bed, okay? And so the woman is with the legs spread, and the man is in between. So that's why I called it the wheelbarrow. Okay, so the two legs become the wheelbarrow. Just imagine, the truck pusher. Okay, so the woman is actually lying, not doing anything, and she can even doze off. But I can assure you, you see that position, it's really cool, because all those spots that he's talking about and inside, the rocking and everything, the woman is enjoying it, the man is enjoying it. So that is one, way that when you're really feeling tired as a lady, but you see you need to satisfy your husband, you could choose the wheelbarrow style using the pillow at the edge of the bed, okay? So the pillow is at the edge of the bed, the man is standing by the bed, and the woman is lying on the pillow or the cushion, and with the legs, facing the man. And then another one is the scissors. Okay. So this is where both of you lie together on the bed, but this time the man moves almost horizontal, and the lady opens the leg, and the man finds his way in. Most times, like Sisi Ade, the sex police, would say, the lubricant is your special PA, especially those days when there is no time to be wet. Because there are days, the time you will have the time to be really wet. The lubricant is there for such times. Okay, so you lie down straight, or the man finds his way in, and it's like a scissors, because your leg is collapsing to his leg, and he is doing most of the work. So that's another lazy way. The lady is just having fun. Then there is the one that the lady is working and the man is the one having fun. I would call it lap dancing. And it's really lovely, especially in the bathroom. So this is where the man sits by the edge of the sink or sits by the edge of the bed, and the lady comes from behind. Okay, she moves towards the pennies with the buttocks, and then comes on to the penis. But you see, you don't come in and just go in. No, you come in and you move just like 1/3 of the penis, and you start playing with it. You move up, down, up, down. It's really like dancing and rolling and, turning and turning. Listen, just as Chinda said, listen to the moans and the way he reacts. Note where is pleasurable and do more there. So you're dancing and playing with it up and down just by the tip, and then you go in and come out again and continue. Just explore, play. You will find something. So it's really, really cool when you learn not just the missionary style, of course, the doggy style, everybody knows that one, but some ways that you can still give pleasure and get pleasure, at the same time. Then quickly on hygiene tips before you enjoy yourself, whether it's the planned one, like Sisi Ade said to us, which is very important. look for that. Both of them said that thing where the day of exploration, please plan it. If today is the day of exploration, do evangelism the day before and do every other thing. And make sure that today is Garden of Eden and exploration day. So, but before that time, for the men, please wash up, especially the anal area, and wash up the penis area. Wash it very well, because especially under the testicles, change your boxers, because you don't want to be, excitedly trying to go in and the smell is putting off, the lady. And for the lady, your hair and washing off and using the bathroom, like urinating. You must urinate, you must pee before and after sex. Very, very important. And then pour water, pour water in that area and dry up. But let it still be wet water, even on the man as well. And then when you finish the action, please go wash up and try to urinate again. It's very important, except for those that are, trying to take in so you could, lie and wait for some time and all those things. That's another discussion. But then hygiene is very important. Please, when you urinate, whether you are having sex or not, always try to wipe off properly. And for the woman, you wipe off from the front to the back. So this is the vagina and this is the anus. Please do not wipe like this with your tissue. If you wipe from the anus to the vagina, you are inoculating germs. You will have fungal infection. You will have all sorts of itchy, burning things. Because for some women, their husbands just rushing there. They have sores, and then there's introduction of dirt and fungus, and the woman is not interested in sex. It's because of these little things. And maybe you are having fun, you're doing the lap dance, and for any reason, it moves from the vagina and it rubs, the penis rubs on the anus. Please, he must wash up. He must wash. Don't make the mistake of the penis touches the anus and you allow it to go back into the vagina. You are going to have some itch, girl. You will dance later in the day when other people have stopped dancing. So you don't want that. So you need to look at that. He said things about oils and fruits. Very lovely, But I'll give you the opportunity to share a bit about pineapple. That's for those that want to stay afterwards. We're almost rounding up, please. So please do not push anything into your vagina. Do not use your hand to, put things like banana or fruits or whatever, or try to pump something in to clean that place. Please don't do that. The vagina is okay, it can clean itself. Whatever you're doing is just around the vulva area, not inside. Don't be putting your hand to. And for the men, please cut your nails. If you would need to put your hand in, don't go and insert fungus and all those kind of stuff. So some of these things that women may not say after the action, they are feeling they can't ease themselves, is hurting. When you take care of the hygiene and you encourage your man to also take care of his own hygiene aspect, it will make it pleasurable and the woman will not be scared. The next time you say, hey, let's do this again, you've heard Chinda say it, the is crying. Let me come and the woman is not really interested in because she is feeling pain. So please do not hesitate to check your status. Go to the gynae for you, your husband, everybody. You need to know your status and please stick to your vow. It helps a lot. When there are multiple sex partners, you're calling for trouble. So having said that, so many things, and I'm just looking at this time. Oh my goodness, we are going to stop here. Oh my goodness. So for these questions, if you have any question, okay. I am not seeing any question right now. Thank you so much. We are so grateful to have amazing, wonderful people coming to us, sharing with our community on how to enjoy sex. Sisi Ade, thank you. I knew I said to you it's going to be 45 minutes. Sex is not proving to be 45 minutes, and everybody is still waiting. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you, Chinda. Oh, that's it then. Thank you so much for coming. We do appreciate everyone that has come. Please get your copy of the 5F's, and we look forward to another session with another expert. We'll be looking at finance, we'll be looking at menopause and different areas. So thank you so much, everyone. And bye for now. Please unmute and just say thank you to our speakers.
And just before people go, just quickly, I have an online course that is going to be live by the end of this week. Okay. And a lot of these things also have been dealt with as well. I also have a book as well, which what can I do to make my marriage work? I would really encourage you to there's been a couple of links that's been shared on the chat. I would really request that you put some review down if you think that what we've shared here has been a little bit helpful, no matter why 5%, 1%, it doesn't matter. So there's a back review, there's a Google review. Just click on the link and just put some review for me. That just helps the work I am doing. I'm on a target to affect 100,000 couples by December 31st, 2025. And I'm tracking that. So every review is a big deal for me. So if you don't mind, if it was okay, fine. If it wasn't okay, I don't really mind. Just put the review. I would really appreciate that as well. And then, if you want to follow me on Instagram on Married Life Management _, I think that also has been shared. You can also follow me there because I do a lot of things. I host a lot of events as well. And for those in Lagos, I am coming to Nigeria on the 26th of November.
Yes,
26th, yeah. 26th of November, my team, we're coming to Nigeria to host a Couples Connect conference and celebration. It's going to be one of the kind marriage event exclusive for the married. I'm so sorry. It's not for mature adult. It's not for, there's a reason for it. Exclusive for the married. That is the number one qualification. If you're not married, unfortunately, we will not let the person in because of so what God has put in my heart to do for those that are married. So we have a lot of experts are going to be there, people from Lagos, some people from here. It's going to be amazing. So look forward to that. And if you join me on Instagram, on Facebook, you join my email list, you send me an email, you'll be able to know, when the tickets are up and when we are showing down in Lagos. And I can't wait for that event. From there, we'll go to Ghana on the 27th of November, and then we'll fly back to the UK, 3rd of December. We're having the UK one, then we're flying to the US, Houston, Texas, for the American version on the 10th of December. So it's going to be an incredible event, and I'm looking forward to it. So for those that want to know what is going on with me, please follow me and share this. I believe that we're all going to help ourselves and become the best couples that God wants us to be. So thank you very much for having me. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thanks, everyone, and bye for now. Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you
B.
so much.
And your team.
Thank
We
you.
enjoyed it, my husband and I.
Thank
Right now,
you.
we need to go and get our oil. We are going to get our oil.
Pastor, you're in trouble, oh, my friend.
Thank
She's an
you so much.
upholder.
She wants to harvest me.
Yes, I can see. I'm sorry, sir, for bringing stress. You are in good trouble.
I wish both of you successful harvesting.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. God
Bye. God
bless.
bless.
God bless. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you.
So thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope you got value. I hope I did not disappoint.
No, you did very, very well. Very, very.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Loving somebody, somebody loves you back.
If you order the books, right,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
from Amazon,
Yes, you can
Yeah,
get it from Amazon. Yes, sir.
would
And
they mail
then
it?
Amazon will mail, if you go for the paperback, Amazon will mail to you. But if you have someone coming to Nigeria or you should come to Nigeria, then you can have one that I autograph for you.
Okay. So basically maybe I would like to buy some so I can give friends,
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We pray
So
that all families, would,
I'll,
knowledge is power,
yeah, I'll
just
order,
learn one or two things.
yes,
Thank
I'll
you, Dr. Samuel.
order it.
I look forward to partnering with you.
Well, we're praying. We'll see.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ozzy. I hope you found value. Thank you, Mrs. Alamu, for joining. We're grateful. Okay, so bye-bye, everyone.